Ash raining down from the sky.
They're videoing it. Is ash.
Smoky air and orange sunsets.
As wildfires flare up again, forcing people out of their homes.
But a big cold front is right around the corner, sending us from heat to snow.
And crowds still out for Labor Day weekend.
It's been a little tough, kind of having to regulate people.
As health officials worry about another COVID-19 spike.
Last big bang of the summer. I'm gonna enjoy it.
Plus, searching for his heroes. One Colorado man now trying to find the men who helped save his life.
He got me here, so I'm good.
A dark yet still smoky evening in the Denver metro tonight.
Even though we can't really see it right now, that is wildfire smoke still in the air. Just check out this incredible drone video shot by our photojournalist Eric English. The mountains not even visible across most of the metro today. Instead, this hazy orange color lingered in the sky for most of the afternoon as we continue to tie heat records.
The reason for all that smoke? The Cameron Peak fire in Larimer County, which exploded in size overnight, growing nearly 10,000 acres in just 24 hours and forcing more evacuations. That smoke plume reached 40,000 feet in the air this afternoon.
That plume carried ash all across the Denver metro. We received a lot of videos and pictures of cars like these covered in falling ash. We have team coverage tonight on the wildfires and the smoke, but that's not even the main reason that we have issued a weather action day.
Meteorologist STACEY Donaldson joins us now. STACEY, it's no secret we have one more day of heat ahead of us before we take a major dip and see our first snow of the season.
Isn't it amazing? Yes, a record-breaking weekend heat-wise. Followed right around the corner by snowfall. Today, we tied a record afternoon high of 97 degrees out at DIA, and you'll notice the 90s and 100s off through northern Colorado and for the southern part of the state, 108 in La Junta today and 101 for Burlington. Now, it looks like we are going to tie the hottest summer record, which is 73 days for a summer of 90 degrees days that are that temperature or hotter, and we've already had 72, and we are going to see one more tomorrow. And we have a fire weather warning in effect for most of the western half of Colorado. And here in Denver, we are under an air quality warning through tomorrow afternoon. As you just mentioned, from the ash and the smoke, there is poor air quality here for our area. But we also have a winter storm watch that's been issued by the National Weather Service for late Monday into Tuesday for snow that'll be showing up with a cold front pushing on through. So from Fort Collins to Boulder to Castle Rock, we're expecting snowfall on Tuesday, and that stretches all the way up into the foothills and even over the fires, which is great news. But here in Denver, it's the air quality that's going to be affecting us here through the next 24 hours. And we're going to be talking more about that snowfall coming up, the timing, and how much we expect in just a few minutes.
STACEY, thank you. Let's continue our team coverage tonight with Denver7's Lance Hernandez, who is near the Cameron Peak fire in Larimer County with the latest on new evacuations there.
This bright orange glow and smoky haze signifying to residents in Larimer County that the Cameron Peak fire means business as it continues to race eastward. Campgrounds being evacuated on Highway 14 just beyond Buckhorn Road as this rapidly growing fire continues to gobble up land, consuming nearly 35,000 acres. This video from the Cameron Peak Fire Facebook page. Thick smoke settling down into Front Range communities from Greeley and Fort Collins down to Firestone, Longmont, even the North Metro.
We noticed the plume itself was just growing and the sun went just blood red and just a lot of darkness, looked like a storm cloud, and then the ash you could start to see just sort of falling on everything.
It's all covered in smoke. You can smell it. It's just horrible.
Longmont resident CARRI GLOBENSKY says it's worse today than it was yesterday.
You can walk outside in Loveland and hold your hand out and ashes will fall in your hand.
20 to 30 mile per hour winds causing big problems.
All of our helicopters are grounded right now. The wind is too strong. We can't fly in that wind and with the smoke.
Today, there were mandatory evacuations along Highway 14 from the Fish Kennel to the Kelly Flats campgrounds and for residents along Pingree Park Road. Larimer County Sheriff Justin Smith says voluntary evacuations extend from Red Feather Lakes to Glacier View and Hewlett Gulch Road. He wants residents to be prepared.
This is the time to get stuff together, get your things, get it ready to get out, or go ahead and get stuff out. That's a better way to do it.
More hot, dry, windy weather expected Monday. Relief may come Tuesday with a cold front. Lance Hernandez, Denver 7.
And you can find the latest on the Cameron Peak fire and all of the major wildfires burning right now in our state on the denverchannel.com. You can also get up-to-date information on those fires on your streaming device. Just search Denver7.
We only have one more day left of this heat before Colorado does what Colorado does best and completely switches things up on us. As Stacy mentioned, that cold front is expected to bring snow to areas across the metro. So the biggest question we are getting here at Denver7 is what should I do with my sprinklers? Landscapers we spoke with today say you probably don't need to drain your system, but instead check those pipes.
Get a towel, a blanket, anything. Wrap this up, get a plastic bag, put it over it, and that's really just to keep your towel or your blanket in place. And you could put a zip tie or some tape around that, and you'd be fine with just that.
Good tip. All right, and since the ground is so warm right now, they tell us that you do not need to worry too much about buried lines or sprinkler heads. This Labor Day weekend is different, though. During a pandemic, we have been warned to keep the crowd small, celebrate responsibly.
Denver7 Sloan Dickey joins us live in Denver. Sloan, health officials are hoping we don't see a spike, but what do the bars look like tonight?
Well, if you were to go out tonight, we're here in Highlands right now where people are enjoying themselves. Obviously, they're doing it in a socially responsible way. Those regulations and COVID restrictions have taken a toll on bars and restaurants throughout the city. But one bar owner we spoke to earlier today said that they're just happy that people are out and celebrating during the weekend.
Sunday fun day.
The unofficial end of summer.
Last hurrah, last big bang of the summer. I'm gonna enjoy it.
Comes with a cool reminder that winter is around the corner.
Because on Tuesday, 2 days from now, it's supposed to be cold.
Bars and restaurants in Denver doing the best they can to bring in the crowds and revenues as summer comes to a close.
It's brought people in to come refresh themselves with some drinks.
Ending a season impeded by coronavirus and its restrictions.
It has been, I guess, tough on us, I guess, like in the industry and stuff, you know, with like hours have been cut, days have been shortened, 50% capacity, so we can only lend them like, you know, so many people.
But as the seasons change,
we mark it all off with caution tape. Around the bar, there's no bar seating, no bar service, so we caution that around.
The coronavirus and social distancing remain.
We've always managed to make it work, so that's always the best thing.
Employees at Brothers Bar in downtown Denver have another thing to look forward to.
We do have a lot of Colorado fans, a lot of them here cheering us on.
Sports will keep the energy high, they say, as the temperatures drop off.
And luckily, fortunately enough, sports has brought us back to life.
As a new season arrives,
keep pushing through it, yeah, nonstop. Yeah, we're going full train, full throttle, you know.
They are hoping for the best.
Now, there is concern from health officials that they will see a spike because of gatherings, but restaurants and bars say that they have done everything that they can to make sure that they are being safe and healthy during these times. And these bar owners are also saying, you know, they want you to come out and spend some money to keep the economy moving. Back to you.
Sloan Dickey tonight, thank you. Colorado has now surpassed 59,000 coronavirus cases. That's after the state reported 285 new cases today. This weekend also marks 6 months since the first COVID-19 case was reported in our state. And close to 230 coronavirus patients are using beds in Colorado hospitals right now. That's a slight increase from yesterday, but still well below numbers we saw just a few months ago.
The Laramie County Sheriff's Office needs your help finding this boy. Deputies say Dorian Ortiz ran away from home last night after an argument. We now know that he was last seen getting into a green car with his mother and an unknown man. She does not have custody of him. If you have seen them, please call police.
Tomorrow will mark 2 months until the 2020 election. And this year, your mail-in ballot is getting a postage upgrade. The Denver Clerk and Recorder will send out ballots at first-class rates instead of standard rates to make sure there are no issues or U.S. Postal Service delays. Denver ballots will be sent starting Friday, October 9th. You have to mail them back in by October 26th, or you can turn them in person to a ballot drop box.
And on the day those ballots go out, you can watch the first televised debate between incumbent Republican Senator Cory Gardner and Democratic challenger John Hickenlooper. It's airing right here on Denver7. That debate will be Friday, October 9th from 5 to 6:30. First hour will be broadcast here on Denver7. The last half hour will be on Denver7 News for your streaming device. And hey, Broncos fans, there may be some hope on the horizon.
This week, the governor's office is expected to release a decision on fans returning to Empower Field at Mile High.
That's right. According to our Broncos insider Troy Rank, that decision could be announced as soon as Tuesday.
As we've been reporting since Friday, the team is optimistic that a limited number of fans will be allowed for the September 27th home game against the Buccaneers. The first home game is, of course, next Monday night against the Titans. Sports director Lionel Bienvenu will have more on that coming up a little later in sports.